Hey everyone, what is up? I am Eggs over here, and this is my review for Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 6, titled The Sounds of Thunder. There's going to be huge spoilers for the episode from this point on. So we've known for a while now that an episode this season would deal with going back to Keminar, Saru's planet. If you don't watch or don't care about the short treks that were released between seasons 1 and this season, the third one that was released called The Brightest Star was essentially the prequel to this episode. The scenes of Jojo arriving on Saru's planet are taken from that mini episode, and that episode introduces Sarana, Saru's sister, and tells us all about Keminar and what the Bool were like. And it really was an interesting installment. I think the reason why we got that short track was to have a setup for this episode, and admittedly I do think this episode worked better with the knowledge I had of that short track. So this episode was our first real look at the Bool. Up until now we've just heard how horrible they are, how they're predators, and how they've essentially been hunting the Kelpians for centuries now. But they're a really interesting species, and I gotta say that they were fantastic. The way they looked, they talked like a demon, looked like a demon, and even their ships were so unique and such a departure from anything we've seen in Star Trek prior. I really hope they end up becoming somewhat of a recurring antagonist in the show, because for them to be a one-off appearance would be really disappointing. The episode definitely gave us some huge development for Saru, as he's forced to come face to face with the revelation he's made that his people are being lied to and that they don't actually need to be hunted, that it's just the Bool basically committing horrible acts on his people. It was an interesting scene when he kind of lost it on the bridge in front of everybody and to Pike and all that, when he was like speaking to the Bool himself and taking charge and kind of that. I thought it was good, but I thought that it was kind of dumb. Like, this guy, he's been up through the ranks of Starfleet. He should know by now what to do and what not to do on the bridge of a starship, and to kind of have that sort of outburst in front of his crew and his captain even. I mean, I think Pike was way too lenient on him. When Team Discovery were investigating the Kelpians going through Vihari and seeing something odd, I thought we were going to get the revelation that the Bool are actually Kelpians that went through Vihari or something, and that Saru was going to start transforming at some point and the crew would have to stop it. Like, I really hyped that prospect for them only to see that it's actually that the Bool used to be prey while the Kelpies were predators. It was still a cool reveal, I guess, but I think that doing it the other way would have been a much more interesting way to go. We also got some serious development on the Red Angel plotline as one appears to Saru towards the end of the episode. This kind of confirms that the Red Angels are out to do good. We've already thought about it, since until now they've only been leading Discovery to locations where bad things are happening to people, and they want Discovery to rescue them. The same is true here, as is implied the Angel wants Discovery to free the Kelpians from the grasp of the Bool. And when the Bool are about to commit genocide across the planet, like blow up all the villagers, the Red Angel steps in and immediately stops them. This leads to Saru getting his first proper look at one, or Starfleet's first proper look at one, since Kelpians have way more sophisticated eyes than most other species. And thus we get the revelation that it's actually a person inside a mechanized suit. This opens up a ton of new possibilities for what the heck is going on. Hell, maybe it's Spock inside that suit, who knows. We had more of Pike and Ash butting heads over the conflicting views of Starfleet in Section 31. Pike believes that the Red Angels are still a pretty big threat, while Pike says that so far they haven't done anything wrong or anything that could be seen as an attack on Starfleet. And for the most part, Pike is right. It really appears that the Angel is only trying to help Starfleet and just the galaxy as a whole, but I can also see where Ash is coming from. Section 31 is supposed to stop these threats before they even become threats. He's got to be looking at every possible outcome, and if this Red Angel ever did want to give Starfleet a run for its money, Section 31 needs to know how to stop it. It was nice to see Saru's sister, Sarana, again, and just kind of catch up with what's been happening on Keminar and with the Kelpians. It was sad to hear that Saru's father died, or well, was hunted by the Bool. But yeah, it's fun to know what the Kelpians are doing there now, and what the Bool are really doing, and all of having gone through Vihari. I wonder if we'll maybe see them become Starfleet members at some point, or even get an official first contact between them and Starfleet. The Pacifics are a little murky because they're still not a warp-capable species. For the most part, they're aware of the galaxy and warp and all that, so I wonder where they'd fall in Starfleet's General Order 1 guidelines. We also had a few scenes where we caught up on Hugh and to see how he's doing after coming back from the Mycelium network. That was really nice. We didn't see much of him, but I wonder if his PTSD is going to turn into anything more, or a bigger plotline, which could be pretty interesting. So overall, I felt this was a solid and strong episode, and probably the best installment we've had since episode 2. It just had enough of a new storyline while also giving us pretty significant development on other things from the season. It also seems we're finally going to see Spock next episode, so that's definitely something to look forward to, and I would give this episode an 8.2 out of 10. But thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you, and have a great day.